Come on. Come on. Put your emojis together for Auntie Miracle B.
All right, so we're black again. Neytiri and Star are live, spilling more tea. I can't get no work done because they keep doing this shit. So I am going to go ahead and stream. Whenever y'all come in the room, y'all can see this fuckery. Here we go. Spilling some tea.
Crazy. It's crazy, the separation due to abandonment issues from the leader, due to insecurities from the leader. Is not okay. That's not love, gang, but is whatever this is. It's upside down. I don't know what it is. Lower self gang. Like, that's not, it's love. We have to be about love. We're gonna speak and preach love. And that's what we're here for. You feel me? Like, get it together, bro.
But the one thing that I'm thankful for is that we all in good spirits and we not hurt from this shit. This shit didn't break us.
Yeah. It ain't break me, but it did hurt my feelings.
I was hurt. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're talking about.
And y'all keep saying why we talked about it now and we didn't talk about it there. The reason why we're not there no more is because we spoke up for ourselves.
Right? Exactly.
When you speak up for yourself, you can no longer be.
You can't be there. They don't fuck with
nobody
you.
Gonna fuck with you after that. After
you got your own mind.
Yeah.
Imagine being one individual surrounded by 20 other people who praise this man and say fuck everybody here. They go damn near just
right.
And on top of that, everybody came by themselves. So you're an individual versus a whole group of motherfuckers. Then you got really grown ass men. You think these women gonna say something when you got 18 niggas that's dick riders in here that's gonna follow their chief to beat on bitches?
Exactly.
No, the women ain't gonna speak up on that shit.
The energy hurts, bro. Like,
the niggas ain't gonna speak because they all feminine ass niggas.
Yeah.
So they just like the women. You got 24 women and one nigga in the house, which is him. And they're not gonna speak up for themselves.
Yeah,
there ain't no realness in the building, so you ain't gonna get no realness from the motherfuckers.
Right. I was grateful when these two came because they were because Neytiri had left. So I ain't have nobody to talk to because everybody's dick riders for Eligio. So when they came, it was like a breath of fresh air. I'm like, yo, I got so much to say. I just started like I was holding so much in because they don't want to hear you talking about Eligio. One day I was expressing myself to Efaru and she was like, oh my God, my heart cannot take this. You gotta tell him. I'm like, tell him for what? I'm expressing myself to you. Like, what the fuck is going on here, guys? We got 2 minutes left. My phone needs to be charged anyway. So we're gonna go on Mama Neytiri's live. We'll be back in a few. I love you.
Okay, nigga, real
I love you.
I don't know what I did with my headset. Well, here we go. Hey y'all. I was just coming to bring this live, but it ended, so I'm gonna wait till it comes back up so I can go back to the beginning. But basically, what I walked in on was that Eligio beats the hell out of Velvet. But of course, we already know this. So, you know, it is what it is on that. We already knew because we've seen a lot of the abuse and violence back when they were in Palenque. I know everybody remembers when he did the whole, yo, you got the baby in your hand, and followed her upstairs, and all of a sudden her hair comes back gone. So, yeah. So I'm just waiting. I don't even know who's live. Was that Neytiri or Maya? Whatever her name is. I can't even tell who that was. That was Mama Star. Look, I'm just trying to work today, and these dusty holes keep coming and telling stuff. Don't nobody have no freaking jobs. Just annoying. Hey, Mr. Mayor. Hey, Deirdre. Hey, Eli. And anybody else who's in the bushes, make sure you hit the like, please, on your way in or out. Again, I am waiting for this live to pop up. Let's see, this Neytiri. So I can go back to the beginning. I hate when I don't get it. When it starts. Let me go back here. I'm guessing this was on Stars. Let's see. Go to her page. Let's see if her live is still up. We missed some tea. We missed some hot tea. And I want to make sure we get all of it before the shit roll downhill. And then I think he said, little fake ass Eligio said that the men there are a bunch of feminine bitches. And of course, we knew that as well. And we remember, I remember a particular episode of Love and Flip Flops when Joy was being fussed at, and Nubian would not come to her defense. And he was getting mad at her for speaking her own mind. And it was like she did the worst thing on earth, and he would not defend his alleged wife. So, I mean, Carbonation is an interesting organization. Okay, it's Mama Star, so she's back live. So let me get back over there so we can get going again. Let me refresh Instagram. It's annoying when you got to do all this on the computer and you don't have to do it on your phone. Okay. Oh, well, maybe she's not live anymore. Let me see. This is annoying. I need a Legio back. Yeah, they beat the hell out of Velvet. But again, we knew that. And, Velvet and Legio fight because we seen her fight with the baby in her hand. So, yeah. I tell you, cults are so fun sometimes. They really are. I think I might start doing a series on just cults. My favorite cult is what's my favorite cult? Well, the Church of Scientology, of course, but I probably won't do too much of them because they are some suing bitches. I liked Heaven's Gate. That was the the group that thought they were going to ride on the mothership to the next level above human. That was my favorite one. So those are the ones that committed suicide back in 90, I think 7 or 8, by taking pudding and drinking vodka, and they all had on the little Nike outfits, and they were like the Heaven's Gate awaiting. And I just think the theology they had was so interesting. Like their theology, the way that they explained things that were in the Bible was, to me, ingenious. That they could put it in UFO terms and rationalize it to make it, it's subject to interpretation. Like they would say, oh, well, when, in the Bible where Jesus ascended into heaven after his crucifixion, they would say, well, he was actually aboarding a spaceship. And the clouds was a first century, way for them to describe being on board a spaceship, because they wouldn't have had that knowledge to use the correct terminology. I'm like, that could make some sense if I was into, UFOs and, believing that you could board the mothership. Okay, this bitch back live. Hallelujah. All right, here we go. Going back in. Going back in. Get some more tea.
That's a Zuzu. And that's the thing. It only takes about 30 days.
She got on
to
the same
program
shirt from last
you know
night.
I was in that bitch.
She doing the Latanya. I'm glad they sober.
Screen record, whatever you gotta do.
Baby, it's already streaming,
Get
honey.
this knowledge out.
All right.
You feel me?
We're gonna get this work.
We're doing the work.
Give them the work.
This work. Baba G.
And I unblocked all of them so they can tune in if they wanted to. Okay.
Oh, wonderful.
Well, I didn't unblock all of them.
The tear got on the same shirt she had on last night.
The shit out of me.
I know they did block you. Y'all some demons.
Leo's still following me. I had to block him because I had to get my mind right, get my mind back, and I couldn't just look at them every day. So that's how you subconsciously program yourself. When you're looking at something every day, it's saving, guys. Internet acting funky. It's saving. Do the F voice again. They said start do the F voice again. That shit was
hit the foo-foo.
It's like, oh my God, my heart. You have to tell him. She went hard for him though. She went really hard for him, man. I was just venting. I needed a sister. Okay, yes, keep your time.
You can't even vent to the niggas when you there because everything turns into a fucking meeting. Niggas,
right.
You just say one thing and just
pull up.
Oh, you need to go let them know. And then it turned into a whole motherfucking.
All right, let's see. Can you talk about what really happened at the tattoo? What do you mean? I don't know. Oh, you talking about when some guy put up on Leo? I really don't know. Yeah. We seen what y'all seen. Like this is when we was at Cookie House. I was at the house. So I was watching a live just like y'all. So I only caught what y'all caught. I was there getting the tattoo, of course. Honestly, I didn't know what the fuck was going on either. Apparently someone was pulling up on him, World News or something like that. I didn't know what the fuck. I just saw everything was hyped up, honestly. But I don't know. I don't know. Why did Seven leave? Because she had her own mind. She had her own individuality. She didn't like what's going on. You can ask Seven if you want. I didn't know Seven, so I
ain't know Seven either. So.
All right, let's see. What it says, say, can a woman go there just for the message and not have sex? Well, she can say that she want to have sex. She does not want to have sex, but eventually Eligio will try to reel her in to have sex with her. He will manipulate you to have sex with you. He'll be like, you ain't got to do nothing you don't want to do. But then he'll try to force himself on you. And then he will call a meeting saying, I don't know why you wouldn't want to have sex with me. You know, I'm the higher self. You know, if you want to have sex with me, he's having sex with your higher self.
So let's talk about how he thinks his DNA, these women taking his DNA is going to make them.
No, I'm not going to let World News interview me. I don't know about them, but I'm not going to let him interview me. I'm good. I'll keep going live on my page and speaking my truth. I don't need no interviews from him. DNA is information.
It is.
It's just that
he makes it seem like that because they take his DNA that's going to bring them into their higher selves.
It's going to. All right. This is what I want to say about that because I kind of believe that at one point. What? Because he has a certain type of energy that's very dynamic in a way. As do I. You didn't need me. You didn't exactly. You have the same. You got Taurus sun and I'm like the same as I got the same energy. So it's dynamic. And some people do actually need that. You know what I'm saying? When you become one with somebody, you become one with their energy. So if you're coming into if you're very muted and stuff like that, and you're trying to come into a powerful force, mixing with you and being with you, I can just be in your auric field. And I can just be in your presence, and I can feel like I'm talking with strength and power because that's the energy that you're emitting. Now, I'm not saying that you need to have sex to get that energy. It's just that it brings it out sometimes.
So wouldn't being in the environment be enough?
What?
Wouldn't it be being in that environment?
A healthy environment? And if it was healthy, yeah. And if
because he makes it seem like he was like, nigga, the niggas need to drink his sperm, nigga. In smoothies, nigga, so they could be, they can tap into him being nigga.
You don't need to do that.
Fucked up, nigga.
No.
I'm not, nigga. You, nigga.
It's all for his sexual pleasures and desires. You know, some of us need to really, get that in check. I know
He
because
got
I
the
haven't been
niggas
a
over
square
there
fucking
believing,
Mars.
nigga, that his sperm is the sperm, nigga.
And it's not because
That shit
Malia,
wild as shit.
out of everybody, Malia fucked him the most.
And-
Malia was fucking him for a year straight.
Hey,
It's
sis,
nothing, bro.
It's not okay.
So
Sis,
that's what
it's
I'm
not
saying,
okay.
like, is it really?
She ran away and slept in the park. She is not okay. Okay?
She slept
So
in the
that
tree,
sperm, that
It
DNA,
didn't go nowhere,
ain't
but
shit.
it's nothing.
Why not still keep running, nigga? If it's that good and it makes that much sense to y'all, then why the fuck is it not working for the people who are getting it already?
Okay, he said, did he have sex with every single woman in carbonation, no exception?
No,
I'm
he
gonna
didn't have
answer that
sex with
same
my wife.
question.
He didn't have sex with my wife.
He answered, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't have sex with Azim. Who else did he have sex with?
I'm not sure about all. I
We
think he had
don't
sex with
know.
all.
We don't know
At
if he
least
had
not
sex
as of
with
right now.
Syrian.
I don't
It's a
know.
rumor going around that he had sex with her. He said it, and he was drunk when he said it, so it's probably the truth.
So I don't know about that, but yeah.
Eventually, I'm sure it'll
I'm gonna
come
answer
out.
that Samson question. I was not in a relationship with Samson. However, we cool as shit. That's my nigga. I hope he's watching. That's my thug.
I want to talk about the sexual experience I had with Baba G.
Go ahead.
No,
do your
because
thing.
this is spiritual. Because everybody forget that we're on a spiritual journey.
Facts.
And it was one of my fears to have sex with Baba G. One of my fears, like, because I was afraid. I was like, I don't know where this man has been. He had sex with so many women. I don't know what diseases he's carrying, all this other stuff. Like, but one day we had sex. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna give him. It was one of the best experiences I ever had in my life, but it was one of the most spiritual as well. When I was we had sex in the closet. He made it into a very nice, serene environment, whatever. But what I saw behind him as he was inserting into me was a clown demon that I was afraid of for fucking years. Like I didn't know what was going on. All I saw, I was experiencing it though. And honestly, I got over a fear. I would say that, it let me realize that it wasn't real, the scary clown like thing. It was nothing to be afraid of. But the sexual experience was very eye-opening for me, and to just be honest, I didn't see why it was so glorified to have sex with him, because the other experiences after that I wasn't into because it just wasn't for me. So I just wanted to say that it's like when you're having sex, it's something sacred. It's nothing to be just doing so casually like that, and it's I want everybody to understand, like like really take whoever you're having sex with very, very seriously, because you can have transfer of energy. You don't know what kind of demons they're carrying. You don't know what kind of angels they're carrying, so that's all I want to say about that.
Study their genome.
That's all I want to say.
I don't know the address.
And I don't.
What you need the address for?
You
You don't need no motherfucking address. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't know what Aya is. Okay, it says, although it was toxic, can you name something good that you walked away with?
Absolutely.
Well,
my
Aaliyah-
motherfucking dignity.
Yeah.
My
Okay.
self-respect. My motherfucking
Okay.
pride.
To
My
be
ass.
myself. To fucking be myself. Period. Authentically. Unapologetically. Be myself. And don't ever let a motherfucker tell me who I am when I already know who the fuck I am.
That's a fact.
Alihio was also used as a catalyst to show me the patterns in my relationships that I kept allowing to occur, which was loving people more than they love themselves. You cannot love someone more than they love themselves. So that was good.
One of the things I walked away with was don't go against myself, follow my intuition. Because when I was there was a whole lot of things I was going against myself with. I got rock solid heart. Like literally, I did not feel my heart chakra when I left. Like it was really rock solid. I was hurt.
But it was all a lesson. Like Mama Star said, he was used as a catalyst to show us how to really tune into ourselves and not to go against ourselves. And when we start listening to ourselves, see how the universe like really magically make things happen for us. So that's one thing I could say I walked away with was knowing how to listen to my intuition and how to really truly love myself.
Yes.
Really truly get in tune to I love myself. I love myself enough to get away from this shit. I love myself enough to metaphysically manifest a moment in time where I was voted out, supposedly, but I was already mentally gone. So literally, I have to say I love myself. I have to say that.
I think for me, the thing that I walked away with was just self-respect and just understanding who I am. I came there knowing who I am, and I left knowing who I am. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't let nobody break me or turn me into some yes man, some weak ass nigga that I'm not. I stayed solid from day one. I stood up for myself every chance I had the opportunity to, and I still showed compassion to those people who were there, even though they didn't show no compassion. They didn't practice their MODs at all. They didn't do the right thing when nobody was looking.
For me, I took away standing firm in my morals and my values and not allowing anyone to take me off of my path. Because he really tried to use my weaknesses against me. That's why he came on to me like that and told me not to tell nobody, because he knows that I had a problem with standing up for myself. So I stood up for myself. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to speak up for who I am and not let anyone take my character from me. So I'm just grateful for the opportunity to be able to apply the knowledge in the time I need. The knowledge is what really helped me. So I'm grateful.
Knowledge is a shit.
When you apply it. Applied knowledge is dead work, man. It's nothing. You don't have shit until you put the shit into action. You gotta work every day to better yourself, to be the best version of yourself.
The work never stops.
That's a fact.
So
we leave this bitch, we're gonna be continuously working. So at the end of the day, we just have to be 100% in our choices and love ourselves in our choices 100%.
Exactly.
At all times.
So to think that you are so high and mighty that you stopped the work and you got to your highest peak, that's just
my nigga said he was
crazy.
retired.
That's crazy. Like
how you retire from spiritual work?
That's not
when it's never ending, it's infinite.
Valid. Okay, it says, would you go through the experience again and gain the knowledge you have now?
No.
No. What kind of question
is
that?
One time is enough. You all right?
You good? Like no, because people go back. Let's just say that people like Nana went back many times. It's like she hasn't learned the lesson. Like life is like, if you don't learn the lesson, you will get it again in some way, shape, or form.
Well, one time was enough for me.
One time was enough.
You got the lesson.
You went back too, so that's why they probably asked you. You went back. This is our second time coming back. I'm sure you went back too, right? You went back before you left?
No, I never. That was my first time.
That was your first time?
Yeah, I never.
Yeah. I know we left and we came and we ended. I wasn't trying to come there, to be honest with you. I just wanted to. I seen myself in him in so many ways. And when he was in Hawaii, and I'm like, damn, nigga, they always trying to knock a nigga down. So when he reached out to me, and I felt like nigga, I want to help. I want to be the nigga who put you on your feet. You the Messiah, you know what I'm saying? I looked at the nigga like he was the Messiah, like my bro, like one of my bigger brothers, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I want to see you right, nigga. When you get out of jail, nigga, here go the bag, nigga. I put you on your feet, nigga. Here go a crib, nigga. Here, feed your peoples, nigga. I gave you bread, nigga. I fed you when you was hungry, nigga. I put clothes on your back, all your niggas. And you still dogged me. You still went behind my back, nigga.
I do want to say something.
I was hurt.
So we did actually go back to carbonation. So the first time we was in carbonation was like 2 years ago or something like that. We was actually in Mexico already, and we ran into them at the fruteria in Mexico. We ran into them, and like I said, he asked us to join. We didn't go there trying to join carbonation. We just happened to be in the same area at the time. And he asked us to join. He said they want to come back with us. Nana was like, nah, they shouldn't come back with us. He was like, no, they should come back with us. So we went back with them. Nana already didn't want us there. We went anyway. And the first night, my husband got into it with them. First night, we had wine, liquor in our system. Chocolates were open. They got into it. Chocolate was like, I don't even want to be here. Y'all asked me to be here. I don't even want to be here type shit. And we were actually going to leave that first night, but Baba G was like, nah, y'all need to stay. We ended up staying for about a week, and then They wanted me to leave and him to stay. And
What?
he's like, that don't make sense. Like, we came to Mexico together. Why would I kick her out in the middle of Mexico?
We had a whole ass group out there.
Yeah, it was us and like some other people. So we left together. Like I said, Baba G wanted him to stay. And Baba G loved my husband. Like they stayed in contact even after that moment. So when they got deported from Hawaii, he called my husband because he's like, we from Cali. And then he hit us up and he's like, okay, we need some help. So we got them an Airbnb so they had a space to stay in while they got their feet underneath them. And we only was there as visitors. Like, we was in and out. We had our own space. And we would go home every night because we didn't want to be there. But eventually they was like,
why y'all keep leaving? Why don't y'all stay here? And I got suckered into the shit, because we don't got that same foundation as far as having that family structure and order with people who are on the same frequency as us in Babylon. So when you see that, you gravitate to that shit, and it's like you want that because that's what y'all want. That's why y'all watching us, because y'all want that same shit and y'all can't get it because y'all scared. But at the end of the day, we walked into it and we just was like, nigga, we're gonna just take this experience for what it is, nigga, and whatever we get from it, we're gonna be thankful for it.
All right. So the only reason why we went back is because he asked us to come back, but it wasn't in our hearts to truly be there. But we're all about, if people are coming to us, it's for a reason. So let's see why they're in our reality. Let's go for a ride type of shit. Like, let's just have fun. Like, we're not doing nothing else. Let's just, see what it's like. Maybe they are for us, maybe they're not. But the only way to find out is to be in it. And once we got in it, we was like, nah, it's definitely not for us. And we was there for a month this time. So we really got to experience it. And we was like, nah, we could do this ourselves. And we were doing this ourselves. We were already on our way vibrating out before they even contacted us. But like I said, when people are put in front of you, you just want to see why they're there. What's the reason? What's their purpose for being in your reality? So we got what we needed from it.
And we kept it moving.
Go ahead, Stan.
Oh, I don't have nothing to say. They just said something about me. Like, yeah, I was just reading. I was listening to her and reading the comments. And I can go deep into my thoughts sometimes. So, anybody want to call in?
We taking callers now?
I'm just asking.
Oh, okay. We taking callers then. Fuck it. If somebody want to come in and talk, let's talk your shit.
It definitely is mentally degrading being there. He will degrade you. He will say shit about you. That's not even like your truth. He would say that you're this, you're that. And sometimes people do need that tough love, but it's to the point where if it's really to the point where it's really toxic and abusive now, it's like, nah, like, you gotta check yourself. You gotta check that. It's not okay. It's mentally abusing and it needs to be called out. Let's see. Y'all, this is healing. This is exactly what happened with Niza. Niza was a whole case. Like, she was already mental unstable, and Niza just needed to go, period. She was not mixing well with the women. She was just, needed to get her own life together, and it was just not the place for her. Like, she was a whole ball of toxic on her own, but, saying that, I'm praying that she has what she needs, where she's at, praying for her healing, because she definitely needed healing in the mind first. Yes. She was a whole case, but yes. I'm glad I got out too. Yeah, deeper help, not just carbonation help, like right. Deeper help. Chop left after, a certain time. He was like, nah, I'm not fucking with this.
But Chop's been asking to come back. Chop does want to go back. That's why he's been proclaiming the kingdom every single day.
What? Chop still doesn't understand
it.
Severity of it.
Chop they was making fun of that nigga, man. Did you know they got married? That's sad.
He posted that shit right after I went live. He had to call himself alchemizing the energy in some way. You know what I'm saying?
It's a chipmunk.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
It's not real though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's fake, happy ass,
shit
fake
is so
smile.
toxic.
very.
All of them, man. Sheba and True is so fake. That's the fakest relationship there.
Sheba and True. Oh my god.
When True got his ass whooped by Loyal, and he brought all the women downstairs,
Yes,
and Sheba laughed at that nigga, called him a bitch, and you deserve to get your ass whooped. I wish I could have beat your ass. I was just like, damn, the women here is wild as fuck.
Right.
The women there are very toxic.
They don't have no respect because they don't have no respect for the men because Eligio swears he's higher than thou. And so like he belittles the men. So the women belittle the men. He makes it seem like he's the only one that got his shit together. So when it comes down to the other men, they ain't shit. So that's why the women don't respect him because he's raising all of them as his children. He has an orphanage. Like what's it called?
He's running a motherfucking group home. It's a group home. Like, I told him this is the best group home I ever been in.
Okay, they got married. Oh, okay, another perpetuated generation.
Because
all them shits is toxic.
We don't even believe in paperwork.
They're not.
Remember?
Right. What happened to that?
What happened? We don't believe in paperwork.
Soka and Soul are not going to stay together. We already know that.
They trapped themselves.
Exactly. That's what it is. And oh my God, Nana, what the fuck? I'm just looking at it like, what are they fucking doing? What are you talking? Oh my God, that makes no sense to me. That makes no sense at all. Honestly.
Yeah, I'm trying to be happy. Yes, I got this piece of paper. I'm in. You're not gonna have no other women.
You want that, dude?
No, that nigga gonna have women. He's just gonna have them behind your back. He gonna fuck your sisters. Well, he gonna fuck your sisters behind your back.
He manipulated Malia out the relationship with Pice just to fuck her. That shit was crazy.
The same thing with Everett.
That's crazy to me, and these women are allowing it. It's crazy.
And he was trying to do the same thing to me because the nigga put me on isolation and told me I needed to be separated from my wife because we up under each other too much. Nigga, I didn't even see my wife to the end of the night every day. I was in the kitchen cleaning. Nigga, I was supposed to be the chef, and I'm the motherfucking janitor around the bitch. Nigga, you brought me here to be the cook. I'm the motherfucker.
No, I don't. Did she ever? She only hit Malia, right?
Who?
Eliana, Nana.
Oh yeah, she only smacked Malia because Malia ain't about that motherfucking life. That's the only reason why.
Nyza was real too because she choked the shit out of Syrian.
She did, bro.
But Nyza too preyed on the weak. She
She
only hit Syrian because she didn't think Syrian. She knew Syrian wasn't gonna hit her ass.
Syrian definitely needed to get that shit because that's the thing. Like she was really smart with her. No one wanted to acknowledge that Syrian was about to get her ass whooped because she was being smart, and she needs to understand that you don't need to speak to people certain types of ways. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be hiding around behind people's back all the time. Okay, let's see. Nature Boy said he got married Velvet yesterday. Oh,
it is true.
It's true.
That's true.
It's true.
We all were supposed to get married. All the couples are supposed to get married. I was supposed to be one of the couples getting married yesterday.
That's fucking sad, man. I'm just so disappointed in that. So disappointed.
Like he tells them how stupid they are for being with the men, then you make them go marry him.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And then he's gonna take them back when he gets.
Then you're gonna take them back when you want to fuck them again, and then throw them back.
That's crazy. Sick. Like, how you gonna tell Zoka and Solar that they are fucking toxic as shit? Say the baby is toxic, but then allow them to get married or make them get married? That makes no fucking sense to me. At all.
Zoka don't even want to be with the nigga.
He doesn't. She want to be with Baba G. She want to be with, but
all
you know
the
what?
Women there want to be with Baba G, and they just perpetuating the relationship.
But they gonna learn. He gonna learn. She gonna learn. All they gonna learn what they need to learn. That makes no sense to me. Could Shy lay down and sleep? What? What? I don't even know what that was about. You can see. You got good eyes.
I can't see that small print.
Okay.
Yeah,
when they write bigger.
Okay. Did Pice and Malia want to be together, or did Aaliyah separate him from his jealousy?
Malia wanted to. Malia loves
Pice. That is a fact. I want to go.
So, do y'all think Pice loved Malia? Because he made them, you know.
I think he fucked with Malia, but he didn't really want to put his emotions in there
Yeah,
because he knew
that she was going back
that Eligio was going to take that ass back.
Right.
So that's why he didn't want to put his emotions in there. But he fucks with Malia.
Yeah, like I really fuck with Pice. One of the realest people in there. My God, my heart.
Type shit.
Yeah, he's mad positive.
Real nigga type shit.
Type shit.
Yo! So it really broke my heart when I seen his heart being breaking all the time, and he didn't want to put himself in that. But the thing is like with Pice and Malia, they were just magnetically attracting, and she didn't understand why. They look alike. They didn't know. She didn't know why, but she started getting pissed off when it started happening and think that he's doing it subconsciously and everything like that. It's like, nah, the universe is doing something. But the thing is, it was a whole manipulation thing going on with that. Like I feel like Malia was manipulated into thinking that Pice wasn't the one for her, like literally. And she literally got readings from me saying, "Oh, I really like Pice, but I like Pice. I do like him. I can't. I really feel like I want to be with him." But she was with Baba G and all this other stuff. It was crazy how like they was really going against their heart there. So
they do. They look just alike.
Yeah,
same feet is crazy.
I think it's the same thing with Fufu and Caliber.
Yes,
as well.
Efru and Caliber.
Caliber not fucking with her because he already know where she want to be at, and it's kind of like some forced shit too. Like, nigga, you gonna be with her, nigga, because we need this for the people.
I feel like I left
the marriages is there for the people so that they don't get arrested for polygamy. Nigga, that's just a facade. Them is all his bitches still. Them niggas is just the paperwork holders of the bitches. But he's the actual heart holders of them.
That's crazy, man.
And y'all keep commenting on me saying, "Bitches, nigga, get out your feelings." I don't care.
We all got it. Stuff.
They are goddess. They know that. I don't got to tell them that. They know that.
But that's the thing. Like, I feel like that's one of the reasons why I left, because it's like I'm seeing that Eligio was like really keeping the couples away from each other, and weird shit. It was pissing me off. You know, it was like, nah, that's not it. That's not love. And that was happening to me, honestly. So they're not. Are they together? I don't know if they're Malia and Pice. Are they together?
Malia and Pice are not together.
Eligio is
anybody
not
who's a
about,
couple would have got married.
Right, Eligio's not about to allow
He's
that
not allowing Malia to get married.
That's crazy. If he does get jealous.
Super.
And it's like if he wants you, he will keep you away from the people that you like.
He need people to validate him instead of validating himself.
Nigga, you the Messiah. What the fuck kind of validation you need?
Do y'all think someone could?
What was the question?
Yo, that
do y'all
does
think
make
that
sense.
someone could lose their life?
It does make sense that Malia and Aya weren't in the picture.
Nah, it's pretty structured.
That does make sense.
To the point to where it will never get that far.
Wow.
They have organization there. That's
Yeah.
one thing that they have that makes them stand out from any other organization that's trying to do anything, or any other tribe or any other group.
Eligio did threaten and say he would stab my ass though. He sure the fuck did.
My God.
He said Star a little crazy, but I already know what to do with her. I just poke her ass a few times. Oh yeah? We ain't never take it there though.
Yes, Soka and Solar does fight often.
Zoka and Solar fight every motherfucking day.
They
every
fuss
night.
a lot. However, that time he put his hands on her was the first time he ever fucking put his hands on her.
I'll stab you too.
I don't know about that.
Honestly. That we know of.
That we know of, yeah.
I ain't never.
Because
I ain't never heard of him
nobody would
putting
know
his
if we was
hands
in
on
that
her.
room. We happened to be in the same room with him that night.
He wanted people to know, tossing her around and shit. I'm taking my spiritual bath. I hear all they was disrupting my spiritual bath. Heard all that shit.
I'm disappointed in that. Let's see. What do you have learned?
Come on, bro.
What do y'all think?
Come on, bro.
I can't. Okay, so let's do this one then. What did y'all learn of sisterhood? I really liked when we was in combination. I really liked how we had meetings. We talked about certain things. The women never. When I was there, we didn't fight. We didn't put each hands on each other. But I wouldn't say it was a real sisterhood. But I feel like there was a lot of things that could be improved. I really did like the bonding to a certain extent because a lot of people were fake and phony. They would click up and talk shit behind your back and all this other stuff. I learned not to do that in the sisterhood. Let's talk about that. And I don't know. Like that's all I could say about that sisterhood with carbonation.
I think the sisterhood is very cliquey.
Cliquey, favoritism, discrimination. Like if you haven't been there for like a long time, they really look at you like you're not really part of this yet. You gotta put in some time to really be part of us. Cause like they treated me horrible. They treated Star horrible. She was there for months.
They ain't like me.
Of course they didn't.
They was intimidated by me. Like I just was being myself. I love you, and you know my Babylon name. Who are you?
Shaka,
I love you too. I didn't like it. Okay, because they just showed me the shit that we working on out that's going on in Babylon, the generational curses that we have, the jealousy, the competition. Right. The shit is weird. Right. Okay, I went there for sisterhood, and it was no sisterhood there. It was straight bullshit. How you jealous of me when you got gifts of your own? Right. Why you jealous of me because of who I am? Be yourself.
When she came, I was hype as fuck.
You right. Malia don't like me. She says I reminds her of her Babylon sisters because her Babylon sisters treated her wrong. They were very dominating. I have a very dominating energy, and people don't like that about me. However, I can't care about that because I'm literally just being myself. I'm not trying to dominate you. I'm just being myself. I'm talking to you normal and you swear I'm dominating you and using your weaknesses against you. That's a personal issue, sweetheart. That's something that you have to deal with. Like, that has nothing to do with me. I'm telling you, every meeting we had, well, I don't like Star. I don't like the way she treat me. She keep using my weaknesses against me. And all I'm saying is clean up behind yourself, sis. Hey, Malia, can you do this because you did this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she
can't grow in that environment, man. I'm really feeling her.
I do miss Zoka. I do.
I don't.
They had a different type of relationship.
I don't.
She said I don't.
She reminds me.
I really try with
Zoka
her.
reminds me of my Babylon little sister.
Fuck that.
So yeah.
I'm going to fight everybody. Zoka's going to do somebody. I don't know why. She got some anger.
Right. And it's like people condone that there. Yes. They was hyping. Baba G wanted to hype up a fight between me and Zoka because I wanted Solar. Supposed to be
like,
yeah, he told her. He said, "If I was you, I'd beat her. I would have been beat her ass by now. You just want to sit here and let her disrespect you."
I'm just like, you. First of all, Zoka saying she want to be with Baba G. First and foremost, saying that she thinks she's gonna have Baba G baby and
Zoka do got slick ass mouth.
And it's like, first of all, she don't even want to be with him. Second of all, it's like, no, why? I'm not gonna get into a fight with a pregnant woman. That makes no sense. Third, I don't even want to fight her. I really, really, really respected the type of dopeness she was, but I couldn't respect that type of energy I was feeling either. I was like, no, I can't miss that. I can't miss it. Can't. Won't. Because like when I'm leaving, when everybody's voting me out, you're the first one like, what is that all about? Okay, fine. Fuck you do. Fuck you too. That's how I feel. Fuck you do. Fuck you too. That's how I feel. Honestly.
Fuck you be.
Honestly.
Now on the brotherhood of the guys are pretty together. They got this shit together for the most part.
The guys are tight.
The guys are very tight there. The only thing that fucks the guys up is they fucking leader. Mm-hmm. Because he plotting on them and scheming on them on how to get their bitches.
Women, like that's crazy. It's crazy. I seen that from a mile away.
And but Musa, True, Boomy, y'all niggas stay tight. My nigga, y'all niggas stick together, bro. Y'all niggas stay in this shit, nigga. But watch that nigga, bro. That nigga, y'all gotta stay focused. Y'all wasn't focused. Y'all was getting drunk and shit. When y'all was drinking, even though I was drinking, I was still watching every single one of y'all niggas. I was still involved in making sure that I stayed on my A game, nigga, around you niggas, because I was not about to get caught slipping, nigga, around none of you niggas. You guys need to be just be in tune with your environment, my nigga. Watch the niggas that's leading you, my nigga. That nigga will bring you down if you don't keep yourself up.
And another thing, let me go right back to what I was saying before.
Y'all know she pregnant with Solar, baby. Be quiet.
Right. I was trying to save the whole thing. I was trying to save the relationship. The relationship should have been thanking me knowing that I came in.
Nobody was kicked out. We all left of our own free will.
I
snuck out that thing. We didn't want nobody to know we were.
What's that? We're having trouble loading this live.
The Wi-Fi. How's the Wi-Fi?
Ain't nobody complaining.
No one's complaining here. Did
I thought the only
he ever put himself in the closet? Yeah.
Yeah, to get away from us.
everybody. Yeah, to get away from everybody. Okay, it says, why didn't Zoka like Neytiri? I thought that she was poly. No, Zoka never wanted to be poly. She wanted Zola all to herself, very attached, very toxic attachment they had to each other and still do. I came in knowing that, you know, we were soulmates. That's basically what it is. I came in knowing that we were soulmates. We had a lot of chemistry and all this other stuff, and she didn't like that at all. She didn't know how to literally let go at all. So she didn't like how I was coming off strong, I guess. And I'm just like, and then Baba G's sitting here hyping it up.
Right. I apologize. Right. It said that you wanted to come in. We'll let you in. If you're still watching, send a request.
Right.
I wanted to meet you. I was sad as hell I couldn't meet you because you was gone by the time I joined Carbonation.
Why did Loyal be true? I don't.
They was off the liquor.
Because Loyal was on True ass about breaking up with Sheba, and he knew that he was gonna go back to being with Sheba. So Loyal was like, why the fuck we keep perpetuating this bullshit? Nigga, just go back and be with your bitch. And True was like, I'm tired of this bitch ass nigga. True punched him in his mouth. Boom. And then Loyal put his young ass things on, maxed that nigga out, gave him the business. That's what happened. That's the short version. I ain't going to details.
All right, so
ask them niggas.
Why did Nana leave the last time? Was it because of the 7? Yeah, basically.
That is ill.
Y'all know Gave?
Okay, where's the who is it? Ra?
They said she was.
I didn't see her in
No,
there.
they said Rod just wants to be back in Carbonation.
Oh.
They said Immortal Agave said he wanted to be back.
Okay, Immortal Agave, putting him in.
No, he used to be with them.
Hey, yo, peace, guys.
Are you in the dark?
Yeah, we just woke up.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm laying down with my family right now.
All
Okay.
right, peace, guys.
Peace. So I was just coming in to tell like my experience while I was there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm even tell the moment when I left my woman to get there. All right, so basically he was asking me, or Nubian was asking me like what my income was. So
okay.
I was thinking I was coming there to like help them out with the income situation or whatever, and that they really wanted me there for me. So I ain't had no problem with it. But I was trying to bring my woman there too, because we had kids together and shit.
Right.
But he was like, no, leave your woman. Or at first he was like, you could come first and then have your woman come after you. And then he was going to put me with Ra, put me in a relationship with Ra. So when we got off the phone and my woman wasn't around, he texted me and he was like, hey, I'm going to put you with Ra. You need to leave your woman and get with Ra. And I was like, okay, because I was like in the mind state that like I'm Carbonation and shit like that. So I was like, I got to do what Carbonation do. So I left my woman and children to go be with Ra and to be in Carbonation. But when I got there, Zion was telling me like that he was talking about me because I was like too short, right? But I was like the same height as Zion. So he kept talking behind my back, telling me like I was too short to be her man because I was how could I protect her if I'm so short? And I'm like, what the fuck they got to do with anything? Like, what my height got to do with anything? You feel what I'm saying? So Zion and me was in the bathroom, and she was like, bro, I'ma leave. I gotta leave. And I'm like, and she asked me, was I coming too? And I was like, nah, I ain't leaving. So that's when me and Zion had like broke up, you could say. Cause Pice was like, bro, you might want to break up with her because y'all ain't no good fit. And he was like, everybody talking about y'all height situation and shit like that. That shit ain't funny, Star. so anyway, that kind of went downhill for me, but I still stayed there. And the shit went down with Joy when she was telling me like they just gonna use me for my money and shit. So after that, not everybody was fighting, but Nubian and Joy was fighting, and I came into a bunch of bullshit basically. I ain't come there and it was like peaceful and shit. So after a while, we got sent to prison, and we went to prison and shit like that for a couple days. And before we actually went in the cell, they had split me and Zion up, and she got with Loyal at the same day. And they was making fun of that.
Not even a motherfucking minute.
Bro, not a minute, bro. Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, bro, did y'all set me up to come here just to use me for my money? You feel what I'm saying? So so we all in the room and they laughing at me like bro, you stupid because you stuck on Zion. And I'm like, nigga, I ain't even thinking about Zion no more. I want my woman here. That's why I kept telling him the whole time. I'm like, bro, can I please bring my woman and children here? And he was like, some days he'll say yeah, and when he was happy, but when Nana made him mad, he'll say, you need to leave your woman alone. Then some days he'll say, I think you and Malia would be a good match. And I'm like, what the fuck? I don't want no motherfucking Malia. I want my woman here. And he ain't like when I said that. So the next day we was in the hotel and he brought up the situation that I was trying to come on to his woman. And I'm like, how the fuck am I doing that? And then he was like, every time you spin around in that chair, that rolling chair, your legs is open and you pointing toward her. And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? So I can't spin around because I'm writing my lyrics to my music. So I'm just like thinking about what I want to say and shit. And you thinking that I'm coming on to Nana. Like, first of all, Nana was asleep. So how the fuck am I coming on to her? So
you was his catalyst, my nigga. Don't worry.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. So then when Nubian got there, he was telling me, bro, you cannot be too close to the women there because he'll get jealous or something like that. I'm telling you, Nubian told me this. He'll get jealous. You got to keep your distance. True told me the same thing. You like the men cannot be around the women like that because people will start thinking different. People will start thinking that, oh, you want my woman or she wants you and stuff like that. So I ain't had time, but I'm asking questions like, if they supposed to be my family, why the fuck can I not talk to them? I couldn't even say like Grand Rising or something like that. They'll think we got something going on. Yeah. So I was getting fed up with the bullshit, and every day I'm telling Chief, like, hey, I want my woman here. Is it okay if I could bring my woman here? And he'll say, yeah, you could go get her. So I'm like, I bet. Nana made them mad. They in the room fighting. And we holding Chief back from like beating on Nana. He was just laying on top of her, choking her, right, with her face down in the bed. And I'm like Chief, don't do that shit. I'm like, Chief, stop. Like, don't do that shit. And I'm holding his arm so he won't hit her. And he looking at me like, bro, let me go so I could beat her, bro. I'm like, no, I can't let that happen. So that situation calmed down, and we had meetings after meetings, bro. I'm talking about of the same shit. I'm like sick of sitting on this floor. I'm like, bro,
Nigga, I
I'm talking
know.
about hours, bro, hours. And so they made me, True, and Nubian what they call like damn, what was the word? The elders. They called us the elders. So we was like the leaders over the not Chief and Nana, but the others that was there. So
That was the
they
OG.
so Calib, yeah, the OG, because I already been through some shit before I came.
You had
there.
experience over
I
all
was
the
real,
little niggas.
yeah. Basically, I was real, and I called Chief out if he was doing something wrong. So he was like a guy, at least a guy they real, and he don't just sit there and be a yes man for me. So niggas started getting mad at me because he chose me so early to be a leader over them.
Damn, we had the same experience, bro. I came in on 18.
Bruh, I stayed there for 3 weeks.
I was on the finance team as soon as I got there.
Facts. That's what I'm saying. He put me out on the go out team. Then
I got like your right.
Then he made me an elder. So Caliber was especially mad at me because I was agreeing with Chief on some music situation. That nigga was like, bruh, you told me that my music was dope, and then but you criticizing me when Chief say something about it. And I was like, and I noticed when he said that, I was like, damn. I'm like being who Chief is. Like I'm acting like Chief now. I ain't being myself right now. So I apologize to Caliber for that situation. So after that, I had got into it with Loyal because Loyal was like, we was in a room and he was like, we was rapping or some shit, and he was like, boy, you just mad because I took your bitch. He was talking about Zion, right? And I was like, nigga,
don't be bold with his mouth.
Loyal told me we was all in the room. We was all in the room, bro. And he was like, out of nowhere, bro. That's why I took your bitch, Zion. and I'm like, bro, what out of everything made you say that? And then he was like, bro, I ain't mean no harm, I ain't mean no harm. I'm like, bro, see, this is why niggas get knocked out. You feel what I'm saying? I was the nigga there trying to, I was heated, bro. Like, cause a nigga say something wrong, I'm saying something back. Like, nigga, what's up? Like, my nigga, y'all niggas is soft as fuck, bro. And y'all say some slick ass shit. Cause I'm the shortest nigga here. Y'all will say something to me. Like, y'all will say something to me because I'm the shortest nigga here and I'm the newest nigga here. Right. So I wasn't going for that shit. I'm not doing everything that y'all do. And like y'all follow behind Chief and shit, bro. I call Chief out when he doing something wrong. And y'all sit there and agree with him. Like my nigga, he put your ass in the bathroom for 2 weeks, bro. And you gonna sit there and talk to me like that.
You the whole bitch.
Man, I swear.
You the whole
and so one day I took Loyal, I was like, bro, come here. Like I went in the kitchen to get some food because the elders was supposed to eat first or something like that. First it's the women, and then it's the elders that get to eat. Yes. So I'm like, yo, it's my turn to eat. They put me in front of the line. Loyal gonna say, no, I want my plate first. I'm like, nigga, get your ass at the back because you already know how the shit is set up. And how you gonna try to skip the line and shit? Because I'm here. Like,
you gotta order,
just let me get my food and you can get your shit when you done. So we got in an argument about that shit, and then Chief came in there and then the shit calmed down. Then I said, Loyal, come here real quick. I talked to that nigga on the couch and he started crying because I told him, like, bro, you fake as hell and you keep trying to be everybody else. You're not being yourself, bro. And you trying to act like everybody else act, bro. He be talking about acting black, bro. Like, yo, bro, you already know how this is. Yo, bro. I'm like, bro, that is not you, Loyal. That is not you, bro. And you know it ain't, bro. And I said, bro, I'm not finna change who I am and act like y'all because of Chief, bro. I'm not finna do it. And I was like, if I can't get my woman here, bro, don't want that shit. I don't want to be with somebody I don't want to be with. I don't give a fuck if you think I should or not. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm laying down every day, bro. At night, I cannot go to sleep, bro, because I'm like, bro, I don't want to be here no more. So I'm like, how can I do this to where I don't be forced to stay here? You feel what I'm saying? Because if I would have stayed during the AM and woke up in the AM, they would have said stay. They would have forced me to stay there. So what I did was I left in the middle of the night. I called an Uber, my nigga, and left in the middle of the night.
This nigga's story is my story.
I swear to God I did, bro. Because Nubian was talking to me outside. He was like, bro, why you can't sleep? And I was like, bro, I can't stay here. I don't feel right, bro. I can't get my woman. I was like, bro, I can't get my woman. I can't get my children. And he keeps switching his mind, saying I can and I can't. And I was like, bro, I can't do
And he's
that.
very wishy-washy when it comes to asking him some shit.
That's a fact. That's a whole fact. So I was like, bro, I don't think I can sleep no more, bro. I can't even eat. But let me tell you about the day when he took everybody back, all the females back for him. And True was on the couch and he asked the question. He was like, does that mean that Sheba have to go back to you too?
I think the fact you had to ask.
Man, you had
woman.
to
That
ask.
shit is sad, yo. I can't even
Your
laugh.
baby
Like,
mama.
Go back.
that shit sad.
And I'm
as
looking
fuck.
at you. I'm like, what? And then Caliber was like,
God, y'all can't laugh.
and Caliber was like, Chief, I don't feel like
We gotta laugh about this.
That shit sad as hell.
This is
It's
feelings,
serious.
though.
It's serious. Wait, yeah.
the shit is real. It really
It's
happened.
real, but it's okay to laugh about this shit.
Right.
That's how I feel.
So Caliber was like, Chief, I don't really think that Efru belong to you. I think this is my woman.
Mm.
And Chief was
Okay,
like,
you know
how dare you like come to me like that when I'm your higher self? How you gonna tell me what's right? That she know where she belongs and shit like that. That's what Chief said. And Caliber was heated. I know he was heated because I could see the hurt on his face. So when all that shit happened and all the women went back to him, and I'm sitting in the room like, well, he just told me I can't have my woman, so I can't even fucking eat. And I'm like trying to hold my tears in and shit because I'm forced to be here and I can't have what I want. And True walked in the room, and this nigga is broken, bro. I'm telling you, bro. When I say this nigga is hurting, bro, he had his plate in his hand, and I'm like, bro, how you feeling, bro? And he was like, bro, I can't even eat right now, bro. And he was like, this nigga laughing, bro. He was like, bro, I can't have my.
I'm laughing because that shit is still going on to this day.
People was lying about what was going on. So I'm like agreeing with Carbonation the whole time. Like, bro, y'all niggas lying, bro. I'm going to Carbonation and show y'all niggas shit like that. But when I get there, I see the true colors and shit, bro. I see the shit. So back to when I fucking left, right? In the middle of the fucking night. I was literally, after I got out the Uber, I went to the first hotel and they was like, bro, we don't take card here. You need cash. And I ain't had cash. I only had my card. So I'm walking around the streets at night, don't know where the fuck I am. Barely had money. So I'm looking for a hotel that had enough cash. I mean, had the right price of what I had, which was $50, right? So I get that hotel. I didn't have no food or nothing. And then out of nowhere, $275 came to my PayPal. So I'm like, who the fuck sent this money? And I ain't finna ask no questions no more, nigga, because I'm by myself. And I need a fucking place to stay, food to eat, and I need this bus ticket back to where I need to go. So I'm like, fuck that. I'm finna use this money because it was sent to my shit for a reason, bro. I can't be like, bro, I can't use this money. And I'm finna sit outside. And it's cold as fuck in South Carolina, bro. You got me fucked up. So I did what I had to do. I got my bus ticket and I got me some food and I got me a hotel room. And I dipped out. And then Nubian had texted me the next day, and he was like, "Bro, where you go and all that shit?" And he was like, "Did some money come to your PayPal and shit?" I was like, "Yeah, how you know?" And he was like, what the fuck they call that nigga? Jay something. The music producer, I forgot his name.
Right.
The
We know
white
what you're talking about, though.
Yeah, the white dude. And he was like, he sent that money.
Yeah, they don't fuck with him no more. Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, because when they was over his house, Nana had smacked Chief in the face with a glass plate and busted him.
That's how he got that cup right there.
On
Really?
everything. Yes, that's a fact. So that's why they don't fuck with him no more, because he was like, I can't hide that shit in my house. And Chief was like, how you gonna kick us out like that? I'm like, nigga,
That's why he
want
was
to
saying
be
they got
around that
kicked out.
shit.
That's why he don't really want to mix their music no more like that. He
Right.
doing a
I'm
half-ass
telling
job.
you, bro, that's the reason. So anyway, he told me, he was like, that was the money that he was sending us for like food and shit. And I was like, damn, I didn't fucking know that. I thought it was like a blessing coming to me so I could get what I needed.
It was a blessing for you, my nigga.
So I was like, bro, don't be mad at me and don't think that I stole the money from y'all. And he was like, it's cool. It's cool, OG. Just when you get it, try to send it back. Right? And I was like, okay.
He cool like the Nubian be like, nigga, just replace it.
So Nubian was my number one nigga when I was there, bro. He was
my battle buddy too, so I know, nigga, exactly what you're talking about.
He was the first person to like I let my tears out for when I was told I couldn't have my woman and children. I was in the car, he was like, pull over, bro. Tell me how you feeling, bro. I let all my motherfucking emotions out, bro.
Bro, I did the same shit with this nigga, bro. We have the same exact experience. I was in the car, I was on the go out team. And I was and I'd be mad as fuck. He like looking at me like,
mad as fuck, bro.
And I'd be like, no, nigga. And then he'd be like, I know you're not good, nigga. Talk to me. And we just be talking, nigga, the whole ride, nigga, going to pick up the food and shit. Groceries and shit. And I just vent to this nigga.
Grocery shopping for 6 hours, nigga. We fucking talking
all day.
Everything. Come on, bro. Like, so
my wife like, where you at? I'm like, nigga, I'm still at the stove.
Right.
We gotta go again.
We can't find what you need, man. We trying to find what you need. But anyway, I told that nigga, bro, I'll pay it back because I didn't know I was taking y'all money. So I thought it was a blessing. So anyway, them niggas started talking about me, bro. People was telling me, bro, like coming in my inbox talking about you a fucking I don't know what they call me, but they was like, you stealing money from Carbonation and shit. How you gonna take all the money and shit? I'm like, bro, I didn't take no money from them, bro. I didn't know. And then I'm paying the shit back. Nigga, I was the reason y'all had money. Y'all was getting the fucking food. What do you mean? Do you not know y'all used me for my motherfucking money, bro? Get the fuck out of here. Y'all use me because y'all know I was the check. I was the check.
That's how I felt though, bro. I was like, damn, nigga, I didn't put y'all up. I didn't give y'all all this shit.
All this shit.
And then y'all still shit on me the whole time I was there.
The whole time.
I felt like I wasn't valuable when my PayPal, when I didn't have access to my PayPal. Ever since then, it was like, oh, Neytiri, this gotta go type shit.
Man, I swear to God.
But we have 2 minutes left. 1 minute and 30 seconds left, my guy. If we're gonna start another live, if you want to come in, you can join. But I'm gonna have to end this one. All right. Peace.
All right. Peace.
Oh, y'all see that foolishness? Are we gonna try and get these niggas back as soon as they come on so we can give us some more deets? So we needed more deets, baby. We need deets. Y'all see that foolishness? We need more deets. Legia whooping them asses, baby. Let me see. Shoot. Refresh my Instagrams. There's lots to talk about, y'all. All right. I'm trying to work and do this at the same time. So I'll just be watching. Y'all just enjoy yourselves. Go troll. Do your Trollington. Wait for these bitches to come back. We start. All right, y'all, just give me a minute here. A little bit of silence.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to assume. Are you talking about Zoka's baby?
Say they could be talking about Zoka's baby.
It was a lot of babies there this time around, so I don't know which baby y'all talking about.
Thank you. This shirt, yeah, you know what I'm saying, Divine Alignment. It's from Life of a Goddess 1111. Oh, looking like yesterday. Yeah, I slept over. The fuck? All right, so healing sessions, that's a fact. That's what we're here for. These are called healing sessions. Let's see. Was the food enough? Was the food enough, guys?
No.
My nigga. It was enough for me because I don't eat a lot like that. But my niggas was licking plates every day, nigga. I went in there and I caught all these niggas in the kitchen after they was clean licking Baba G plate. Nigga, I'm like, nigga. I felt so bad. I started giving these niggas my plates every day to the Warriors. And I had to call my own motherfucking meeting one day. Like, nigga, we got all this motherfucking money floating. Why is niggas in the kitchen licking fucking plates?
Right.
And then the girls was so trifling in the kitchen. They wasn't even making sure the niggas was getting fed every day. Some niggas wasn't even getting food.
Right.
So it was like we let 5 days go. I watched the females go in the kitchen and not portion the food right to where it was like the same niggas every day wasn't eating for 5 days. And I was like, nigga, I was to the point where I was just, nigga, I couldn't take it no more. So and that's what I do. I'm in the kitchen and I put a lot of love and a lot of energy into the kitchen when I fucks with people, right? So when I was there, it was hurtful to see that niggas wasn't eating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Niggas, I was giving niggas the food off my plate. Like, nigga, take the whole motherfucking plate, bro. I don't want none of it.
I remember when Mama Earth tried to say something about it, and no one was saying nothing.
When I was in the kitchen cooking, nigga, it was so much leftovers, so much everything. Nigga, I go out of my own way to buy the food out of my own pocket, and I would feed niggas. Even when I was giving money, I gave everything. I wasn't even a part of the group at the time, nigga. I gave everything I had, and I would come and I just wanted to feed these niggas. And that's how I got suckered into the whole thing, because I was coming back and forth and I was just trying to show niggas mad love and put mad and just show these niggas that nigga, it's real niggas out here to fuck with y'all.
I want to say something about that. Like like he said, some of the men didn't get to eat full portions of food. Like we would have an order and how we get to eat. If you was on A team, you ate first. You know, Baba G had his plate and everything like that. And I don't feel like everybody got to eat like as much as they wanted to. When we had leftovers, that was a good day. That was a really good day when we had enough food. But when it came down to that, we only ate once a day, and you have to ask every time you want to get something out
Even
the
for
kitchen.
a piece of fruit, my
for
nigga.
snacks, something. And the thing is, Baba G would say, I don't even eat like that, but
he does.
But you
Nigga,
do.
look
You're
how-
snacking
nigga,
all
you
day.
He got
What the fuck
fucking
you mean?
snacks
You got
in his
snacks.
room,
Like
yo.
you got a whole pantry
they
to
don't
yourself. You got your
They
own
have to
pantry.
ask every time. Like I feel like they should be more eating there.
He got his own section in the fridge.
It's like, nah, like you gotta take an accountability that you are snacking all day. They're not.
All day. That's why you look the way you look, my nigga.
Nigga,
And they look the way they
fries,
look.
nigga.
They look skinny as fuck. Like now, like I'm looking
Nigga,
at
Tron
it.
is a
looking
motherfucking
nigga.
stick.
He used to be bigger.
Nigga, Tron is 6'5", nigga. He weighed about 110.
I don't even eat. When I
My
left,
nigga
I went
bones
in.
is like this, nigga. You can see that nigga cheekbone and all this shit fucked
Didn't
up.
you have something to address? A question? Someone, you said you saw somebody's question in the inbox or something like that.
Oh, I told Barefoot Goddess to inbox me so
Mhm.
we can link. And somebody asked for my Instagram, and Mama Izine put my Instagram in the comments. Whoever asked for it, I hope you got it. My Instagram is Mama Star.
Mm-hmm.
Follow us.
You know what? We should just do that.
Drop them all.
Put it pinned and stuff like that. Hold on. I'm gonna take this out. So
I can type it.
okay, go ahead.
I can type it.
Oh, great. Awesome. Makes life
Teamwork.
easier. Make the dream work. What's up with that? What's up with y'all damn nasty looking beans and rice I was eating? It was cheap. They're talking about the beans and rice.
Oh, because you know what?
Damn nasty ass.
When I was cooking, I tried to do something different for everybody.
It was so delicious.
It was fucking hard to feed that many people, and you have like a specialty dish where 25 motherfuckers. You want to make a hamburger for 25 motherfuckers? Like nigga, that's hard to do when you're on a limited budget, and nigga, it's cost efficient to buy beans and rice, money.
So they ate it.
You're still getting your protein, and you're still getting your carbs. So at the end of the day, that's why they eat beans and rice, because it was cost efficient. When you have a group of people and you don't know how the finances are coming in, because it's not a solid situation when it comes to money being readily available every day.
Oh, I was about to ask you, did you post it? Okay, thank you. And comment. That's how you can follow us there. Right
There you go, babies. Somebody put my Instagram up there, but there is no underscore before the M. So there it is. It's right there. It's pinned.
Beans and rice be hitting though. But it's not all as good for you every day. What happened to the people who went there with you, Shaka?
The people that went there with me,
Mm-hmm.
the first time or this time?
I think they talking about this time.
This time it was just me and my wife that came. To be honest with you, and my son. We didn't take nobody with us because they came to us. We didn't come to them this time. Like they came to us, so it was just us.
Niggas was fresh out of jail.
Yeah, they was fresh from Hawaii. As soon as they got off the plane, they hit me. Boom, and I was like, nigga, He said he had $1,000. I'm like, nigga, I'll match your 1,000. But then I'm like, what the fuck is $1,000 gonna do for a nigga? So I'm like, nigga, here, come get this 3 bands from me, my nigga. And he was like, nah, I don't want to get it. Just use it. Just use it to give me a spot. So I used it, and I got him an Airbnb. And that's how it happened. That's how I ended up being there.
I want to address. It's a question for me. Did I have a real connection with Loyal? Me and Loyal had a connection. Yeah. I really like him. He's really dope. I wanted to explore it. That's why I went ahead and been with him.
Oh, Boomy and Sunflower still there.
Oh, really? But the thing is, I was still stuck on Solar. So a lot of things, and plus before I left, actually, me and Loyal was talking about getting back together because it made sense. We was compatible and everything like that. But when Loyal went, and this is what pissed me off, when Loyal went to Baba G or text Baba G about it, about being together and everything like that, he went off. Like, why y'all focus on relationships when he just a few days prior, or just the day before, he was telling everybody they can be together again. So I was just like, he downplayed the fuck out of me, saying, "Oh, you want to be with Neytiri, the most unstable person here?" And I'm just like, "Yo, like, why are you going off on him? We're bonding. We want to try it out again. Why not?" And it was just like, it didn't make sense. So that happened. But yeah, I feel like I fuck with Loyal.
Was there a request?
Was it? Oh, let me see. Oh, Agave.
Bumi's still there though. Sunflower left. His wife left. She was there, and then her and her son left recently.
An African lady Shah.
Abe said he's back.
He wants to go back in.
Hey, peace again.
Peace.
Where I leave off, I forgot. It was so
Nigga, you
much.
was talking about Nubian and y'all was building and you was breaking down and he was talking to you in the car.
Oh yeah. After that, so nah, Shaka, you a little bit back. I was talking about the part when he was telling me about the 275 that I had, quote unquote,
the money that you had
stolen.
spent.
Yeah. So I was telling them like I'm gonna pay it back, and y'all know I'm gonna pay it back because I got it. I got it to pay it back. I just needed it at that moment because I wasn't finna be homeless in South Carolina, my nigga. I needed to get what I was getting. So anyway, but the funniest day that I had at Carbonation was the day that Chief found out Loyal had fucked Zion in his bed. That was the funniest day I had ever had in my life. But
we listen, we just gonna change locations.
All right.
Oh God. Yeah, that was my magazines. You can have it if you want it.
I'll eat it.
Put it in the fridge at least.
Like when niggas leave, they don't never have to get fucking you, bro. They
Okay.
always getting talked about and shit. Like it ain't never nothing positive to say when somebody leaves, bro.
Right.
Not my, no.
She said no.
Someone come over here. Yeah, I can see the stain and everything.
Hold on, I'm waiting for them to like sit down and stuff.
Wait, who was open? Wait.
Fucking late as shit. All right, let's go. All right, go ahead.
Yes. So after we was having the meeting. After we had the meeting, everybody was chilling. Bro, I'm telling you, we wasn't doing no studying, bro. We weren't studying shit when I was there, bro. It was nothing like what I seen online before I got there. Wasn't nobody teaching me more about the knowledge. None of that shit, bro. I'm telling you. So
That's a fact, nigga, because that's what I was on. He was like, you need to study the knowledge. I'm like, how, nigga? When I'm taking all day.
Right.
How the fuck can I learn anything or even retain it? Oh, you need to listen to it and let it play back in your subconscious. Nigga, I don't learn that way.
Man.
My program ain't designed to learn that way.
Nigga, we used to know watching Black Panther, my nigga, for real. Chilling on everything. So that day after a meeting.
That's the balloon?
Oh, that shit, wow. Fuck that balloon. That balloon is the devil. Shaka, stop. We don't want to hear it.
I'm sorry, continue.
Go ahead.
Nah, it's straight. It's straight. I know how it is. But anyway, after the meeting that we had, I forgot what the meeting was about. I think it was the day that Chief was telling us he talked to an African man and he was like, you shouldn't pass the women back and forth because it's gonna cause
I heard that
a lot of turmoil between the men and you, and they will want to go against you and stuff like that. So Chief was like, I'm gonna just take all my women back and I'm not gonna like let y'all have them no more because it's wrong and stuff like that. So I ain't really give a fuck about that shit getting passed around no more because I was past that. I was like, shit, it ain't my woman no more. It ain't my woman getting passed around, and they don't give a fuck if it was my woman. So I'm gonna focus on something different. So after the meeting was over, Chief came back in the room and he was like, "Hey, yo, a meeting real quick." I was like, "Damn, we just got out of one."
Exactly.
So like, damn. So everybody was standing up and he was like, "Hey, yo, lawyer. So you fuck Zion in my bed?" And lawyer was stuck, bro. He was stuck. And everybody was like, "Yo," and I bust out laughing. I'm talking about, bro, I was laughing so hard, bro. And I thought I was gonna get in trouble for it, like quote unquote in trouble. Like I'm a grown ass man, but I still can get in trouble.
Yeah, I told them niggas like, "What y'all scared? Like we gonna get our ass whooped around."
Right.
So
I'm laughing. I'm laughing, and they looking at me like, shit, Agave laughing. I'm finna laugh too. So they started laughing, and lawyer was like, it was when you had left. So so I thought it was fine to be in that room. And Chief was like, so would you fuck your girlfriend in your mama's room when she leave the house? And lawyer was like, no.
Niggas done that shit.
Well, this is the same thing.
Let's keep it out. Yes, nigga. Anywhere we can get it in is going out. Nigga, you want us to fucking closets. No, nigga, I'm fucking in front of everybody.
Right. So everybody knew about it because it was me, Nubian, True, Sheba, and Chief and Nana together. We wasn't with the other group because we had got sent back to the States. So when everybody came back, Chief was like, "It's a weird energy in this house," and they wasn't telling some shit. So everybody was like, "All right," the secret started coming out. So they told them that everybody was fucking like on a fucking rampage every day, trying to get the girls pregnant so they wouldn't have to go back to Chief.
Hey, niggas was fucking just to get on the higher levels of food.
Hell
Niggas was like, hey, Caliber was like, fuck, I guess Emperor gonna get pregnant for the third time. Nigga, I need to get my food, nigga.
Oh, everything.
Because the couples ain't first.
The couples eat first, so niggas was getting with coupling up, nigga, just to get their food first.
They was trying to survive,
that shit wow, bro.
Niggas was trying to survive. I guess
that nigga Boomy was like, I can't wait till my wife get here, because I'm gonna eat good. Y'all gotta eat good with the wife.
Man. So bro, I'm like, and then lawyer was like, I didn't know that it would be a problem because you was gone. And then Chief was like, did anybody else know about this? And then everybody was like, shit, everybody knew.
You the only one to know, nigga.
Yeah, everybody knew. And he was like, so y'all knew and didn't tell me. And I'm like, y'all finna get in trouble. That's what I was saying in my head. I'm like, y'all niggas in trouble. So he was so loyal, bro. I think I gotta let you go.
Oh, that's when he let him go. And Loyal called me. Nigga, I sent Loyal money.
Right.
I got Loyal. We helped Loyal out. We sent Loyal bread to make sure he had room and he had food because he was like, nigga, I don't got no food, no bread, nothing. He gotta keep that. Go ahead.
Yeah, because Loyal was stuck on Zion, bro. The whole time I was there, he kept telling me, bro, I'm in love with Zion, bro. I think I need to be with her. But the whole time, Chief was telling him, bro, Zion is a demon. She a demon, bro. That's what
he does, though. He'll demonize the women when he see that you want. He did the same thing with me and my wife. He kept telling me, your wife is your demon.
Right.
In the meeting that me and him was having, he's supposed to be telling me that he brought his dick out in front of me. He telling me she a demon and she came on to him.
Wow.
Bro, I get it.
The reason, bro, because Nubian came to me a few days after I got there. He was like, bro, the reason you can't be around these women, he was like, because my woman came to me telling me that Zion said, bro, your penis like huge, bro. Your penis huge. And I was like, hey, what that got to do with me being able to talk to the other women? And then I was like, plus I never had sex with Zion. I told Zion that I'm not gonna have sex with you because I wanted to treat you different than the other niggas did. Everybody was just fucking that. Like, didn't nobody give a fuck about nobody's heart and shit like that. So I told Zion, bro, I'm not having sex with you. I want to show you that it's like I could be different. You feel what I'm saying? And then that's the real reason why they didn't want me with Zion, because I was different. That I wasn't doing what everybody else was doing when they get a woman that was straight to fucking. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So one day we was at the table eating at the white man house. That's what I call him because I don't remember his
Yeah, that's the producer. Yeah.
Yeah. So and Nana, we was drinking it, hitting the what's that, CB pipe?
CBD pen.
Yeah.
Yeah. We still was on that shit. Nigga.
But when I
CBD,
say I was lit as fuck on the I was lit as fuck on that pen, bro. And
every day, nigga, I was lit every day, man. I had to. You got to be high and deal with that shit every day.
Yeah. And then Nana, she looked at me. She was like, I could tell that you is different from everybody else, because if we all doing one thing, you're not gonna do it. You're gonna try to find something different to do. And she was like, oh, and then Chief looked at her like, bro, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing, bro? So
I'm not always out of pocket.
Right. So I left the table, bro, and went in the living room. And I was chilling with True. Me and True was in there kicking it. Like, True is real. He cool when like he isolated. When you isolate,
Yeah. When you got him on a one-on-one situation, he be the dopest nigga ever. But when a group, he's a dick.
But I almost hit True when we went shopping because I made Mama Sheba laugh and I wasn't trying to. And True got in his feelings. So he got in his feelings and came at me wrong. And he was like, you always talking and trying to make jokes about everything. And I'm like, nigga, that's who I am, nigga.
Right. I had to have a meeting with True too. Me and Boomy, as soon as we got there this time, nigga, he was like, nigga, y'all checking for my bitch?
Right.
Y'all be giving her too much energy. Y'all making her laugh.
I'm like,
you giving her too much energy. She not supposed to be happy, nigga.
Like, niggas couldn't even be family but we were supposed to be family. That shit backwards as fuck.
That's what we was going through, nigga. That's how I felt the whole thing. Nigga, this ain't no fucking family, nigga. This is an orphanage, nigga.
Man, I'm trying to
everybody was divided. It was divide and conquer, nigga. And he played divide and conquer all day, every day with niggas.
Facts. And I did so much for them in that little bitty time that I was there, bro. Like, I brought them clothes and jewelry the first day that I came. I brought clothes, jewelry for everybody there. And I'm like,
back, same here. Nigga, I gave them niggas shoes, brand new nigga.
Man, I'm trying to tell you. It left me with a few shorts, bro. I gave them everything, bro. I gave them everything. And I'm like, how could y'all like disrespect me like that when I leave? And after all the shit that I just did for y'all. Like, I didn't come back talking about y'all. I didn't put y'all business out to no motherfucking body, bro. Because it ain't nobody business. But you exposing me, talking about I'm stealing from you. How the fuck, nigga? I'm not gonna be in the streets homeless, bro. When I need to get back to where I need to get to, because I don't want to be with y'all no more. Like, my nigga, I was trying to be y'all brother. I was trying to be y'all sister. I wasn't pushing up on nobody, girl, but y'all thought I was.
Man, I had to go through that shit every day, nigga. It was somebody every day, nigga, that I was checking for. I was turning nigga, I don't even know how you monitor your energy like that, nigga. They need to check your energy. How you check your energy, nigga?
I literally, in the meetings, bro, I couldn't turn toward the women. I turned toward the wall, bro. I turned my back.
Oh, when I was doing that, I got checked, my nigga. Oh, you acting weird.
Yeah,
no, nigga, because every time I look up, you saying I'm checking for a bitch. Yeah, so I kept my head down. And next thing you know, oh, nigga, you got to keep your head up. Nigga, you ain't acting right. Don't be acting like that.
Man, talking about it. So when the women are speaking, so you telling me I can't look at them?
Right. I'm a type of nigga to look a nigga in the eyes when they speak.
Right. Yeah, right. Like,
oh my gosh, that's just crazy. Like, he tells the women not to look at the men in the eye and not fucking loyal ass. Like, now when he's talking to me, he's like,
Yeah, he talks to the fucking side.
It's like it's preparing the men and the women there to be socially awkward. Yeah.
Right.
You can't connect without connecting to the eyes. This shit is crazy.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Like when I first got there, and I was greeting Zion and Joy and Nubian, I couldn't hug Joy. I couldn't hug him. But I thought that's how we greet each other. I thought we hugged each other instead of
right.
handshake. So I was gonna hug Joy too, but Nubian was like, nah, you can't do that. You can't be that close to the women. And Zion was like, what you doing, bro? You supposed to be my man and you trying to hug her? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this supposed to be my sister, nigga. I hug my sister in real life.
Right. That's the part that fuck with me the most. Like, nigga, I can't even hug Boomy wife. I've been knowing her for years. And she came to me like, I'm like, no, I can't touch you. She looked at me like, what?
Yeah.
I gotta check your bags though. She like,
for
check
real.
my bags. I'm like, yeah, nigga.
Like it's illegal.
I had to treat her like we were police. I gotta pat you down. I gotta check your bags.
Yeah, but everybody was saying like,
I felt really bad being in there, not being able to hug my family. Like people I've known for lifetimes. Like
that's not family, man. That's not family, bro. I can't engage my family, bro. That's what you're telling me, bro. It's like we strangers. It's like everybody in that house strangers toward each other. Except
that's how you remember each other. When you connect heart chakra to heart chakra, you remember the energy. It's like that's how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's feeling there. They're just walking around like robots. Oh, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? It's like nah, it's not okay.
I ain't do that shit. I'm telling you, I did not do that shit no more. I was like, bro, I'm gonna look at you when I'm talking to you, my nigga. I'm not finna look at the ground. I'm not finna look at the wall because of how these men are insecure about themselves. Really, that's what it is. So,
bro, I can't even wear tank tops in the house, bro.
Right, bro. I swear to God, bro.
That nigga told me, no, nigga, you can't wear tank tops, but everybody else cool with tank tops. Nigga, 8 niggas in here with tank tops, so why I can't wear one? Your energy, nigga. You got so much grandiosity and all this shit, nigga.
Ooh, let me talk about when I first came here, bro. Like, when I first got to Carbonation, everybody was upset with my energy. My energy was too sexual or very lustful or something like that. I'm just like, what are you guys talking about? I'm just being myself. And come to think of it, I have a lot of creative energy. So I'm embodying divine feminine energy, so it's gonna flow out of me. People thinking I'm trying to split with their men. People thinking that I'm doing this, that, and the third. But I changed up the game coming into Carbonation because I had to complain to Baba G about it. And Baba G was like, yo, meet it. And he told everybody to leave me the fuck alone and let my energy go out into the world. Like, allow that energy to flow. He was like, yo, everybody was intermingling with each other. Everybody can talk to each other now and everything like that. I was like, that's cool. But as soon as Nana left and he took all the wives to himself, that's when he separated us again. Saying, that they need to everybody need to get on their shit and production needs to go up. But the thing is, production did go up, but everybody's now like not, communicating with each other. No one's connecting with each other. It's literally social distancing.
Like fucking artificial intelligence or some shit, bro. I swear, I robot all over again. And everybody think that Joy was crazy, bro. She is not fucking. Well, she got a wild side, but she ain't fucking crazy.
Oh, Joy wild as fuck, nigga. We were just with Joy a couple of days ago.
Right, she's not crazy, bro. Like she was telling me, bro, they gonna use you for your money. I was not trying to hear her, bro. I was not trying to hear that.
I just felt the heat.
Oh.
I apologize. I was like,
It's so much that happened in that little bit of time, bro. I'm trying to think of everything that possibly happened, bro. Like shit was crazy. Oh, I got the arguing with the white man because
the white man.
I keep forgetting this man's name. With the producer. Because we was building the studio. I don't know if y'all can hear me or not, but we was building the studio, and I'm a loud ass nigga, right?
Yeah.
So I got a lot of energy, and I'm loud when I'm talking, and plus the music playing, so I gotta be loud. white man. The producer told me that I'm too loud, and he was like, I know your throat gotta be hurt. And then I was like, I'm not speaking from my throat anyway, I'm speaking from my diaphragm. So my shit ain't hurting. So, and he was like, but if you speak from your diaphragm, your throat shouldn't hurt. And I'm like, bro, you really finna argue with me about where I speak my words from. And then Chief like, bro, just calm down. We need him, bro. Just calm down. We need him. I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna let a nigga talk to me how he want to talk to me just because
we need this nigga.
Yeah, fuck that, bro. Like, bro, if you need him, that means he must need you too if you here. So, so don't let this man just do whatever he wants. You feel what I'm saying? Talk to me how he wants to. But anyway, my experience.
I think his name was J5, the white boy.
Yeah, J5. That's it.
There you go. It just came to my mind right now. That shit crazy.
They motherfucking 5. Like, bruh, and this shit was wild. So, so after that, Chief had got on me and True. I don't know if Nubian was there yet. Yeah, Nubian was there. He had got on True because of how I was acting. He tried to say that I wasn't acting like everybody else. So he got mad at True that True wasn't teaching me how to act. And I'm like, how can he teach me how to act when I am who I am? You feel what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be a yes man. Like, cause even when Chief was fucking driving the fucking car, I told that nigga to get off the phone because you ain't supposed to be texting and driving. And everybody like, yo, what are you doing, bro? Don't tell him that. Like, I'm like,
nigga,
bro,
they don't let you say nothing to that nigga, bro.
Right.
Every time I said something or I even got like any type of emotions behind me, nigga, they was like, you need to calm down. Nigga, you need to calm down before I
right. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all not men there. Those are boys. I'm telling you, they need to be themselves. Because when Chief not around, them niggas do not act like that, bro. When Chief is not around, they do not act like that. They act like fucking brothers, bro. They act like brothers when Chief is not around. Like,
yeah, that's when shit goes smooth, is when he in his room with his wife.
Yes. And nigga, we be having motherfucking dance competitions and shit.
All types of shit be going on with that nigga upstairs. But when that nigga come downstairs, it get goofy.
It's over with, bro. They lock up, bro. Bro, let me tell you, bro. I did not have
Chief on deck
so long, bro. I did not know this. Bro, I gotta tell him, bro. I did not have sex so motherfucking long, bro. And I'm like,
bro, I didn't even want to have sex with my own wife in that motherfucker. It felt so weird.
So weird, bro. And then, bro, I'm telling you, I felt like I was fucking virgin in that bitch, bro. I was like, I was in a hotel room, and they didn't know this. But I eventually told them, bro. Like, I can't do this sexless shit, motherfucker. I need some pictures. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So I was telling them, bro, like, bro, I was having a dream. Bro, I was having a dream that I was like having sex with my woman. And I woke up and I was like, bro, why? Bro, I like literally had a wet dream on the floor of a hotel, bro. And I got up and jumped over the bed and checked my pants. My pants was soaked, bro.
Okay.
Bro, my pants was soaked because I ain't had sex in so goddamn long, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I was being deprived, my nigga. I had called my woman. I was like, bro, hey, you gotta send me something. I need something, bro. I need a video or something, bro.
All right, Agave, we're gonna have to let you go so the next caller can come in. Jock can come in.
I'm grateful though for your information.
I love myself.
All right,
love
myself.
We trying to read the comments because we can't read it from over here.
That shit, the screen is far away, so
It's really far away.
Yeah, it's really far away.
all right, we did y'all style.
All right, peace, God.
Peace, God.
Peace and prosperity.
I see you changed your name.
Yeah, man, because I gotta embrace myself.
We got here, man.
Yeah, I changed my name because I gotta embrace myself, man. I ain't gotta be immortal to have immortal on my name.
Hey, I had to tell him the same thing a long time ago, nigga. He got mad when I changed my name a long time ago. I'm like, bro, that don't mean I don't fuck with you. Just because I don't rock your name, nigga, I just take care. I gotta protect my own energy.
But yeah, man, it's a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what we doing right now is actually what they supposed to be reflecting on, so they can change up what they doing.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Because the knowledge itself, I'm there for the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I was there for the knowledge. The knowledge itself is pinpoint. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta apply that shit.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You
That's
gotta
the
apply
moral
that
of the story, nigga.
shit. You gotta apply that shit every moment. You can't just apply it when you want to. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you want to, and then not apply it when you feel like it don't need to be applied. That shit don't make sense.
You gotta apply it in a time of need. When you facing that demon right there in front of you, when it's right there, you gotta dig into your toolbox and you gotta use it. And that's what I was on his ass. That's the reason why I left, because that nigga, he failed the test. Nigga, I don't give a fuck if my bitch was coming at you or not, nigga, you still failed the test. Because you were supposed to do the right thing when nobody was looking.
Yeah, I was only there for like a month and a half. I was only there for like a month and a half. And so I was like, man, something ain't right. Cause I'm very intuitive. I'm like, man, something ain't right about this. I'm supposed to be here building. I'm supposed to be here having connection with everybody. I'm supposed to be here, you know what I'm saying, embracing my higher self. You know what I'm saying, my own higher self. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be learning about that. And I ain't gonna lie, with my experience, that's a lot of good things that happen. There's a lot of bad things that, you know what I'm saying, well, you know what I'm saying, perceptions that I have. You know what I'm saying? A lot of good things. I got a lot more, you know what I'm saying, more in tune with myself. You know what I'm saying, knowing what I really want in life. You know what I'm saying? And so that's after I left, you know what I'm saying, that's what I found out. I found out like I need to be a leader of myself. You know what I'm saying? I need to be a leader of my own self and not be worshiping another person. They got their own demons that they need to overcome.
That's a fact.
So, you know what I'm saying, when that stuff happened with Star, you know what I'm saying, he had a meeting with us, like me and the men. You know what I'm saying? He had a meeting with us first because everything was separate. Like the men could talk to the women. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't do none of that. So he had a meeting with the men. He like, hey, you want to be with Star? He asked all the men like who they want to be with. Like they okay? They was like, oh yeah, it's all good. He came to me. He like, you want to be with Star? I'm like, nah. I'm like, he's like, you don't want to be with her at all? You ain't peeping nobody? He's like, who you peeping? I'm like, I ain't peeping nobody. Like I'm here for the knowledge. I'm like, I'm not peeping anybody. I'm here for the knowledge. I'm like, nah. You know what I'm saying? I'm really in my own box, my own, you know what I'm saying, my own self. I'm just, you know, secluded. I'm isolated.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, nah, I don't want to be with nobody. He like, all right, facts. After the meeting, he said he's going to have a meeting with the women. So he went and had a meeting with the women. I don't know what happened in that meeting. But then after he had a meeting with the women, all of us had a meeting together. And he just kept pushing it. He just kept pushing like, hey, man, you need to be with Star. So I'm like, man, fuck it. I'm finna be with Star then. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
That's how it happens with everybody. They feel pressured into this shit. Instead of just
so I'm like,
natural, he pressures you into the shit.
Yeah, facts. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna be with Star then. So me and Star the first night right after the meeting, me and Star met up in the kitchen. And Star know what's up. So shit. I had went to her, I was like, hey man, I ain't that type of dude, you know what I'm saying? You can do whatever the fuck you want to do, man. I really don't even want to do this shit. Let's go ahead and do this, you know what I'm saying? Just try to learn each other. You know what I'm saying? Have a good relationship, you know what I'm saying, with each other.
Right.
You know. And so, you know what I'm saying, through that, you know what I'm saying, I was like, you know what I'm saying, Star kept saying, you know what I'm saying, she wanted to be with him, I'm like, okay, shit, you know what I'm saying, be with him and shit. And she telling me about, you know, how the women treating her and shit like that. And I'm like, shit, you need to address that shit. I'm like, you need to address that shit. I'm like, shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, shit. If that shit going on, and all of y'all just
they gotta address it. We can only take it to him.
Facts. And so I'm like, okay. So I'm in my own box. I'm like, man, all I'm focused on is the knowledge the whole fucking time. All I'm focused on is knowledge. People thinking I'm focused on the women and shit. Like one time, Aya came in the kitchen. She wanted me to help her with something. with the peanut butter or some shit. I forgot what it was. Something about the peanut butter. And so shit, I help her move the peanut butter and shit, whatever. And then Tron came in the room and he walking back and forth. I'm looking at him, I'm like in my mind, I'm like, damn, it's really, I'm like, there's something going on with bro. Like,
check your mic.
Some shit going on. I'm like, you all right?
Hey, John, check your mic.
Can you hear me now? All right, facts. So I'm like, you all right? I'm asking Tron, I'm like, bro, you all right? He's like, yeah, man, I'm good. And then he came back to me, like, hey, was she looking at you anyway, bro? She feeling you or something? I'm like, nah, she just asked me to help her real quick. And then after I, you know what I'm saying, put the fist on the chest like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. He was like, you sure? Man, because these women, bro, they'll get to you, bro. I'm not here for that, bro. I'm like, nah, I'm not here for that, bro. So what, you know what I'm saying? Basically, why I want to come on the line, like, bro, it need to be a whole perspective change when it comes to carbonation, when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, applying the knowledge and being your true divine self, bro. You can't expect the best and, you know, prepare for the worst by constantly expecting the worst.
Right. Because that's all we
You gotta expect the best and prepare for the worst by expecting the best. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect people to always stay up themselves, or, you know what I'm saying? First of all, everything that's happening in your life is a reflection of your own perception. You know what I'm saying? It's your own perception that's making everything happen. And so when things happen, when the women is talking to the men and shit like that, you should understand that people gotta have a with each other before they can even, you know what I'm saying, progress. It's a relationship. It's supposed to take you from one place to another.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, why y'all constantly on niggas' ass like that and shit? Talking about you gotta be separate. You gotta be separate from the women. And then they talking about you can't even follow the women. You there in the camp, but you can't even follow the women on your social media.
Right. You can't follow none of the women.
I'm like, but they do around me all the time.
I had
what you mean?
That with Caliber. I was liking this girl pictures too much. I got upset.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, people being extreme, people being too extreme, they not being balanced. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be balanced. You know what I'm saying? What's up, y'all? Peace, prosperity. Welcome back, y'all. But yeah, you gotta be balanced, man. You gotta be balanced. And we was drinking some wine. And you know, everybody was getting ready, but everybody was still up. At the same time, everybody was about to get ready, you know, take it down or whatever. And I had made a joke. And I was like, you know, so I was joking around with True. True got mad. He had came to me and was like, I'm like, I was like, it's bro. He was like, nah, bro, you don't ever disrespect me. You don't ever disrespect me like that, man. And yada. Like, bro, all I'm doing is chilling, bro. Everybody chilling. Everybody chilling. Everybody in high vibes. Everybody in high vibes. It's just how I am. I'm a practical, and it's even in my chart. I'm a practical joker. You know what I'm saying? Joke.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes.
But you know, True got an issue with being.
You know, everybody, and then Tron came, and he was on True side, telling me, you know what I'm saying, I shouldn't have did that and stuff like that. So, you know what I'm saying, the next morning, the next day, you know what I'm saying, I was just, bro, I was just joking with you. You know what I'm saying? But the whole point is, as soon as you have a negative perception of something, you need to check yourself first.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You need to check yourself. You can't blame nobody. Like, when you point the finger, you miss the point, bro. All this knowledge that we got, all this knowledge that they came through, man, is the Christ consciousness, bro. You cannot, you know what I'm saying, keep pointing the finger over and over and over and over and over again at other people. You know what I'm saying? Pointing the finger at the trolls, pointing the finger at people that lead, pointing the finger at, you know what I'm saying, constantly pointing the finger. It's something that you need to change. It's something that you need to change about yourself. Can't nobody else do that for you but you. You got to study your energy. And it really put me on. It really put me on when I found out she didn't even have his real. He didn't even have
his real chart. Yeah, and you talking about you the Messiah, but you don't even got your real chart. How you know you the Messiah? What are you basing it off of? Who ordained you, nigga? Who gave you? You know, he told me nobody ordained me to be nothing. So who ordained you though, nigga? Who gave you your title? You gave that shit to yourself. Nobody gave you that title, nigga. You gave it. You wasn't underdog. You wasn't nobody's understudy to get that title, nigga. Somebody you gave that to yourself.
That's a fact. So yeah, it's a low vibrational thing that they got to deal with. It's very low vibrational things happening there. When you get there, and you just strictly focus on the knowledge, they pressuring you to do certain things that are very contradictory.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? And it'll fuck your mind up. It'll make you mental. It'll fuck your mind up. You know what I'm saying? It'll fuck your mind. If you start doing shit acting out of character, you gonna start doing shit acting out of character. I ain't gonna lie. Shit, I had got drunk one night and I had told what's his name? Kite. You know what I'm saying? I had got into it with Kite. Well, I was just playing. It was a joke. It was actually a joke. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Kite, he a gatekeeper. You know what I'm saying? He a gatekeeper. And I was joking with him like, nigga, I'll fuck you, nigga, I'll fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I was drunk as shit out there. I'm like, nigga, I'll fuck you, nigga. Then the next day we had a meeting about this shit. He was like, man, Chief was like, man, why you telling people like that? I'm like, man, I was just playing. You know what I'm saying? I was just playing with him, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was just playing with him. And he was like, you telling Pice you was stuff. I'm like, that's how me and Pice was playing. When me and Pice was alone, that's how we play with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like just, you know what I'm saying, friendly. You know what I'm saying? Just talking shit to each other. You know how it is when you got you know how it is with your homeboy, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know how it is when you got your homeboy, y'all want to play fight, y'all want to play not play fight, not right. Just talking shit to each other. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all really love each other, but y'all really just be talking shit, you know what I'm saying, just cracking up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was the same shit then. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was on the wine, it didn't make no difference. I was still being me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that got to be taken into consideration. You know what I'm saying? You can't be extreme with that shit. You got to be balanced.
That's a super truth.
And I think that's what it is. I think the problem is motherfuckers be so fucking extreme. They think they can do what they want to do, get in the guard. You know what I'm saying? Fighting on their women, beating on their women, and doing all types of shit like that. That shit ain't right. That shit ain't right when you claim you the Christ.
That's
you know what I'm saying? That shit ain't right when you claim you the Christ.
That's real.
And I had to address that shit. I had to come on live and address that shit, bro. Because motherfuckers in my inbox trying to tell me listen to some shit that's disrespectful. Nah, this ain't disrespectful. This is what we supposed to be doing. Right. This is how we gonna heal. How you gonna heal if you don't never? How you gonna apply the 3 C's? How you gonna apply the 3 C's? Commitment, communication, and consistency. If you ain't constantly communicating about what the fuck you going through and what you really committed to.
Hello.
If you ain't constantly communicating, if you cutting off communication from everybody around you and doing fake shit. And instead of even if you do the fake shit, acknowledging that it's some fake shit and constantly communicating about it so you can get different input from everybody around you, let you know how to do something better.
Right.
Then when somebody come and try to tell you some shit, oh nigga, nah, I'm the Messiah. You don't talk to me like that. The fuck?
You talk to me like that. Now you're the Messiah. But when you're doing the fuck shit, you wasn't the Messiah.
Be like that all the time. Keep that same energy. That's all I got to say. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got to say, man. People that's really here, I know a lot of people in the comments, they trying to focus on the drama and shit like that. They want to focus on the back and forth. Man, I want to get straight to the point. Let's focus on the knowledge. Let's focus on the message and not the messenger, man. Fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that shit all the way. That shit ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got demons. You can't say you didn't conquer all your demons when you ain't even had your actual chart. That don't make fucking sense. You can't say you didn't conquer your demons if you ain't even went into your astrological energy and pinpointed every fucking demon you got and overcame it with your exaltations. That ain't right. Fuck that. That's what we supposed to be doing. And I'm grateful for this happening because now it's getting to a point. It's a big energy shift happening.
Oh yeah.
Where people are actually taking shit without constantly going thinking they gotta worship a motherfucker or be around a motherfucker to do the shit. And when that motherfucker don't even know all himself.
That was the whole point of it.
You know what I'm saying? So I love this shit. I love myself. Shit. Love is understanding, man. You can't fucking do this shit and you know what I'm saying, and act like and misunderstand and make yourself misunderstand the situation that's going on. Motherfucker, shit happening around you, constantly telling you you ain't right, motherfucker. But you still saying, no, nigga, that shit don't make sense. Nigga, that shit is not any a mathematical equation, nigga. 1 + 1 = 2, nigga.
Huh?
The fuck? 1 + 1 = 2. The fuck? Nigga, not 1 + 1 = 3. Nigga, not 1 + 1 = 4. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta have that shit right. You gotta have that shit pinpoint and correct.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, when it comes to honoring, another thing I gotta say, when it comes to honoring a person for what they have done, for the work they have put in, for putting in secretizing information and giving it out to the masses, that's one thing. But for to constantly be up a motherfucking ass after you done already applied the information to yourself is a whole nother thing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta constantly be up Brother Panic ass because Brother Panic and tells you how to do certain rituals and spells to enlighten yourself. You ain't gotta constantly be up anybody ass, any teacher, quote unquote teacher ass, just because they didn't give you some type of information. Because you gotta always remember that all of this is subjective, and the person that give you the knowledge, they still got their own demons. They still got their own shit they gotta go through.
Right.
So that's basically what I had to say about the situation, man. There's a lot of other shit that I done heard about from other people that left, you know what I'm saying, that recently. But you know what I'm saying, that ain't my, you know what I'm saying, it ain't for me to, I can only tell you about what I experienced.
Right. And
you know
like
what I'm saying?
the whole thing about carbonation is that like I love the idea, the coming together as a group to, break generational curses, to uplift the consciousness. That's what we're doing. We're attracting our soul tribe anyway. And if we was just allowed to be our own individual person and just be ourselves, I feel like it could have worked. But a lot of us just focus on the wrong thing.
Yeah, that's what the Age of Aquarius is about. It's about embracing your own individuality and then using it for a group.
It was demonized, or it was degraded that we was being individuals. It's like one mind, one self there, but it's like when we try to be individuals and have an individual mind, it's like, nah, like you can't do that here. And it's like, why not? It's like we came together for a reason. My individuality combined with your individuality, together we can make something powerful. But it's like, everybody have to be like him. Everybody has to be him. And it's like, no, not everybody can do that. That's how people malfunction,
So before I leave, you know what I'm saying, y'all can take me out in a sec. Last thing I want to say is don't that you're dealing with yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Keep in mind that you're dealing with yourself and everything that you see, whether it's positive or negative.
Go there. And child, it ain't no if you go there. It's don't go there because it ain't for you. It ain't for nobody who's truly trying to get their self together spiritually, who's really trying to heal. Do not go at all.
Heal yourself in the closet.
You can heal yourself. You can find yourself through yourself. You don't have to go there.
Because even when you go there, you still got to heal your damn self.
Right. You still got to be yourself. And that's the thing. Like when you go, if people who went there was supposed to heal the nation by just being themselves. But the thing is, like, it's like degraded there. Like you can't be an individual there. That's what it is. Everybody has to be like him.
Anybody who's
you ain't gonna tell me I gotta be with somebody.
He try to take that shit away from you.
Right. That's a fact. That's a fact.
He ain't finna tell me. I just know for a fact he ain't finna tell me what I gotta do with my life, nigga. You ain't finna tell me who I gotta be with. None of that shit. If I'm there for the knowledge, if I came into your community is supposed to be based in knowledge, and I'm focused on the knowledge, and I ain't trying to be with nobody, nigga. That's it.
Right.
Nigga, period.
Period.
Until I attract my own fucking wives, shit like that.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? My own shit.
Exactly.
I feel like the men there need to apply the knowledge. Really apply the knowledge.
That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the men there really need to apply it. Literally.
I feel like they need to know how to treat women too. Like there's a whole lot of healing that the women need to know how to treat a man or how to approach that too. Like there's a whole lot of things that need to be done there. There's a lot of grown ass boys there. Like literally, they're grown ass men, but they're inside they're little boys. They don't know how to fucking like.
Nah, they better man. Under another fucking man.
Right.
They want to follow up on another fucking man instead of embracing the teachings of that man. Okay, I understand it. Like I said, I stand honoring for his teachings.
Right.
But now you're supposed to take that knowledge and go on your own journey.
Right.
Fulfill your own journey.
You ain't supposed to be up under him forever, nigga.
Right.
Who the fuck is why you got to be up under a Messiah forever, nigga? They don't say that nowhere in no spirituality that you're supposed to be up under somebody.
Jesus said, the way that God is in me, he also shall be in you. So that means, nigga, you the Messiah.
We all the Messiah.
We all the Messiah, right?
That means you the Messiah.
We're prophets.
Yeah.
We're prophets.
That means you the Messiah. You the only person that can save yourself. I can't save you. You need to save your fucking self.
That's a whole fact.
So yeah, that's all I got to say, man. I'm out. Peace and prosperity, y'all. Hey,
Peace, love. Thank you.
Peace,
we appreciate that. That was powerful.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see. Y'all want to talk? They want to hear us talk, huh?
What y'all want me to talk about? I was just listening.
We got any more requests to come in?
I was just listening, guys. Like I'm grateful. I'm grateful that more people are coming out to speak on their experience with carbonation. I don't think I really have much to say right now. Starting to get a little drained. It's been going on since yesterday, since I opened up. So it's a lot of energy. It's a lot of energy. You are right. My purpose is to lead and heal. That's what I'm doing. That's why I spoke up on what was going on, because I knew nobody else was going to do it. I knew everybody else was scared to do it. So that's why I did it.
All right, y'all. We're going to close it down. Take it down. Thank y'all for chiming on.
Neytiri's good. She's just tired.
I'm tired as fuck.
We had a long night.
Yeah, and this is kind of a bit draining.
Yeah, it's a lot of energy we're intaking.
Yeah. So I'm straight, y'all. I'm good.
Yes, I'm grateful. I didn't know that actually speaking on it was gonna cause other people to speak up, but I did it for myself. I did it for my healing, and I did it to stop other people from going.
Well, all right. I guess these cum dumpsters are gone for the rest of the day or whenever. So they say they're not coming back, right? They said they're going to be off for a little minute. I'm barely listening or paying attention to the chat. I'm trying to work. Come on, somebody, anybody. Are they coming back? Are they done? Y'all so funny. You're welcome, Tinder. They done? Okay, thank you for observing. I appreciate it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and kill it. Y'all come check out. I'm gonna be live again tonight at 8 Central Standard Time. Because I have a sloth to roast. She's been running her mouth, so we're gonna get back into these Pandora's box of lies. All right, so y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys tonight. Y'all come on through. We sloth roasting.